Samsung typically reserves its photography a game for the Galaxy S series, and we expect no different for the upcoming Galaxy S23. Of course, we won't know all the specs until Galaxy Unpacked on February 1, but we have a good idea of what's coming. We're basing our information on leaks, official announcements, and assumptions from past models, so our information might not be perfect. Let's look into the crystal ball and find out what to expect from the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S23 cameras. We have to take everything we know about the Samsung Galaxy S23 cameras with a grain of salt. We can't make any guarantees ahead of Galaxy Unpacked, but Samsung has begun to trickle some teasers ahead of the event. So far, they've been focused on two things: megapixels and mag photography. Neither topic comes as too much of a surprise, as both lean into rumors that have been swirling for months. Let's start with the megapixels. Right now, all signs point to the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra leaving its 108 megapixels primary sensor behind in favor of the new 200 megapixels Isocell HP1 or HP3. It would be the first significant change to the Ultra's primary camera in a few years, after rolling with 108 megapixels sensor since 2019. The Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus might be in line for an upgrade, though not to 200 megapixels. We've seen a few reports that the more affordable devices will get the Ultra's 108 megapixels hand-me-downs in place of their 50 megapixels primary sensors, but nothing has been confirmed. It can go either way, although we think Samsung will likely stick to the 50 megapixels sensor it used in the S22 phones. Of course, this is still plenty exciting, as we know that Samsung has had plenty of time to refine its formerly flagship sensor. Outside of the primary cameras, we're not expecting too many changes on the back. Samsung will likely stick to its tried and true 12 megapixels ultrawide and 10 megapixels 3x telephoto for another year, while the Galaxy S23 Ultra should hang on to its 10 megapixels 10x periscope to complete the setup. As for the camera's design, it sounds like the contour cut bump might be headed for the bin. Early renders suggest that the lenses might sit directly on the back of the phone, almost like the Galaxy S22 Ultra's existing setup. The Galaxy S23 Ultra, however, will continue with its existing design. Now on to mag photography. Reports suggest that the massive 200 megapixel sensor will be even better at what Samsung calls nightography, as backward as that sounds. Normally, you'd expect larger, lower megapixel sensors to offer the best low-light performance, so we estimate that pixel binning is here to stay. Samsung's expert Ra gave the current Galaxy S22 lineup a boost in low-light scenarios, so you may have to practice with the exposure triangle for the best results. We've also heard rumblings of improved video capabilities, including 8K resolution at 30 FPS. The current Galaxy S22 series is already able to shoot 8K at 24 FPS, but the upgrade offers a little more flexibility and slightly smoother video. Of course, if you're not worried about 8K, the Galaxy S23 series should be able to handle 4K with no issue. The current models are capable of up to 4K at 60 FPS, so we may see that shift to 120 FPS as well. Samsung's expected use of the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset isn't directly tied to the camera, but it will play an important role. Qualcomm's latest flagship chipset features a new cognitive ISP, allowing faster semantic segmentation, identifying objects within your image. Qualcomm also previously revealed that it's working with Samsung to get the best results from its high megapixel sensors, lending further support to the 200 megapixels claim. Guessing at Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S23 camera hardware becomes even more challenging when you compare it to the competition. We've already tabbed the Galaxy S22 Ultra as one of the best camera phones you can buy, so it seems safe to expect the Galaxy S23 Ultra to follow suit. After all, small improvements are probably all it takes to keep the premium flagship at the top. Samsung's Galaxy S23 should hang on to its edge in terms of flexibility, offering 3 rear lenses to the 2 you get from the Google Pixel 7 and Apple iPhone 14. While the primary and ultra-wide sensors might not provide much difference, the Galaxy S23's telephoto lens should give a little extra punch in terms of zoom. Likewise, the Galaxy S23 Ultra outnumbers the competition with 4 lenses to the 3 you'll find on most flagships. While advanced hardware can carry you pretty far, software and post-processing are equally important. The Google Pixel might hold onto the crown in terms of processing and special features, but the Galaxy's manual controls are some of the best around. You should be able to control everything from your exposure to your ISO to fine-tune your images. We'll also have to wait and see how Samsung's mag photography upgrades stack up against the competition. Google's Pixel 7 is once again a juggernaut in the arena, but the pixel binning on a 200 megapixel sensor might offer just enough hardware muscle to seal the deal. Right now, the Pixel 7 tends to deliver a brighter night mode shot thanks to some post-processing magic, but brighter isn't always better. Samsung's Galaxy S22 was more capable of delivering accurate lighting, so the increased sensor size may bring a bit more detail into the equation. Of course, we'll have to wait and see how pixel binning fares on the new sensor. The Galaxy S23 and Pixel 7 will likely remain the best Android devices for night photography. It's just a matter of if Samsung can overtake the Pixel's crown. Scene detection is increasingly important on smartphone cameras, especially as lenses take on extra duties. Many flagship ultrawide cameras double as macro shooters and take over automatically when they sense an object is close to the lens. We'll have to wait and see how the Galaxy S23 compares to the Pixel and the iPhone in terms of macro switching, but we expect the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 to play a key role. It should factor into identifying low-light scenes too, somewhere that the Galaxy S22 already excels when compared to the iPhone. None of this is official until Galaxy Unpacked on February 1, but we'll be sure to get you the latest information on all things Samsung Galaxy S23. In the meantime, you can subscribe to our channel for more Galaxy news. See you for the next time. Peace out.